Hey everybody, check it out. What's up? It's Hercules Porsche's professional intro. Yay! Hey, what's up everybody? Hercules Porsche here, aka Gildenlock, and I'm finally here with my review of Star Wars Battlefront. We're playing Cargo, which is, you know, basically this game's version of Capture the Flag. So, some of you might be asking yourself, why do I need to see another review of Battlefront? Let me tell you why I think my review is worth watching before I get started. You're gonna get the fair and the balanced. I have nobody I need to suck up to, and I don't have an axe to grind, so you can get a fair and balanced review from someone who has been willing to put plenty of time into this to make sure he's experienced everything. So, you want an experienced and balanced review? This is where you get it. Alright, it's enough tooting my own horn. Let's get to it. This game does a lot of things right, it does a lot of things wrong, and it does a lot of things that I think are kind of a mixed blessing. So, let's start in the middle and then go low and then work our way back up. Let's start with the mixed blessing. One thing that has been talked about a lot is this game's immersion. And obviously, you can see right now I'm playing Cargo, aka Capture the Flag. I'm pretty sure there was never a moment in the Star Wars movies where where anybody felt like they needed to play Capture the Flag with each other. So, you know, maybe they're killing the immersion there. And helmetless stormtroopers. Really, you can just forget about immersion, okay? This game has lots of game modes, and it has plenty of things which kill the immersion. I mean, you were never going to create a perfect RPG experience regardless. I have seen, you know, people playing hero classes really badly, and I think that that has been the #1 thing that killed immersion. When I see, you know, Luke Skywalker running out in the middle of the field and then getting absolutely and quickly destroyed by, you know, 12 stormtroopers because this random player thought he'd suddenly become, you know, godly, then that kills the immersion for me, you know. Also get the immersion killed when I play a hero class, you know, when I'm playing as Darth Vader, and I might do really well with him for a long time, but when I get shot in the back as Darth Vader, and, you know, and then some random rebel teabags me, yeah, I'm not really feeling the genuine Star Wars experience. So, you know, if you came into this game expecting to totally RP it, you might be a little let down. That being said, as you can see here, the audio and the video is all incredibly well done Star Wars stuff. They got a couple Lambda class shuttles in the middle of the map there. The blasters all sound like blasters from the movie. You know, the buildings, the architecture all looks like, you know, Imperial architecture. The you know, the landing pad looks like an Imperial landing pad. Endor looks like Endor. And that's just the stuff that's in front of me right now. So, when I was playing the beta, I definitely felt that sense of immersion. You know, until the heroes showed up at least. You know, I'm walking alongside, you know, an AT-AT in trudging in the super realistic snow. You know, back in the beta, I felt a little bit of immersion, but really, I let that go, and I'm better off for it. I love FPS, and I love Star Wars, and it doesn't bother me that, you know, the occasional moment doesn't quite, you know, jive, doesn't quite feel exactly like a movie-made moment. But let's talk about another mixed thing in this. As you've been watching, I'm sure you've noticing I've been using a lot of explosives over the course of my time here. There are a lot of explosions in this game, and FPS and Star Wars fans generally don't mind explosions. So it shouldn't surprise you that that goes to the territory. You can see in my star cards I have an impact grenade in my left slot, and an item called Barrage in my right slot, which is a grenade launcher, and there's also there's also like another basic thermal detonator. So there's lots of, and there's another star card for the middle that's like explosive shot there. So half the power-ups you pick up cause explosions. There are a lot of explosions in this game, and that's just mentioning the ones you can cause as infantry, not the crazy vehicle explosions that are constantly going on in like the walker modes. So that's a mixed blessing. Could probably be toned down a bit, and I think it kind of contributes to why some people, that was a brilliant move there, why some people want to call this a casual game. You know, when you do have things like impact grenades and stuff, you do see a lot of mutual kills. And I was playing this game in third-person perspective for no reason, just because I knew I'd perform a little better from the first person's perspective. I really like that you have both options. Yeah, I was able to play this super casually because I knew half the time I'd just be blowing people up with AoE, and that guy was doing it too. So, but in spite of that, I'm not in the camp of people who thinks that this is just like, oh, this is just a casual game. Doesn't actually require any skill. Although that guy, you know, did get to insta-kill. You're gonna see when you look at the score, if you know how to use the stuff that's in this game, you do better with it. You know. Anyway, there is, to me, calling any kind of competitive game casual is kind of an oxymoron. You know, as long as there's room for some people to do better than others, you're having a competitive experience, and I definitely still see this that way. Now, mind you, when I'm in space and I'm totally dependent on this like kind of lame auto-aiming system, I know what those people who call this casual mean, but really, casual, calling any competitive game casual still remains an oxymoron to me. So just dismiss. I would honestly, it's been said a lot, but I would honestly just dismiss any complaints people have that this is a game for casuals. Okay, you're competing, and you do better if you learn the ins and outs of this game. So just, a lot of people have said it, but please ignore those people. All right, you are competing when you get in a game like this. Don't forget it. Running out of time here, so I gotta burn through these next topics fast. There's a certain amount of useless content. They have a lot of things like smoke grenades and flash grenades that just don't. There's no reason I have to take those over an explosive or this game's version of a sniper rifle or any of that stuff. So that's part an issue of game balance, part an issue of lazy programming. But anyway, that's a minor concern. You will find some content in this game that just was pointless, but you know, that's gonna happen in any game. You'll also notice I never used my middle star card here. That's because I treated this like something that I needed to you know, this is basically a farm level. This is a level for me to farm the items I need to make it later on into the, you know, for me to use later on in the bigger star modes. And you guys can see I'm not taking this game any less seriously than I would the Walker Assault. I am obviously pushing my hardest to get the win, but you know, I do have some resources I'm collecting here that I am planning to use. in Walker Assault, because that's the game mode I really want to have a big influence on. Alright, another very minor gripe. Really wish I could be allowed to take more star cards into every battle instead of the 2 sets. Here's some of the biggest problems. There are some maps which are really deeply imbalanced, or some games that are really feel deeply imbalanced. I absolutely adore Walker Assault. If I'm playing Walker Assault on Endor, I know that the Rebels are getting pretty much a guaranteed win, and I consider that really bad gameplay and one of this game's most glaring problems. But in spite of having one map game combo, it's totally stupid and broken. I'm still getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. This game has no social system, no chat rooms, no way to link up with the people you've played. That's a pretty big failing. I'm not even going to try and compare this game to Battlefront 2, because Battlefront 2, despite having way crappier graphics than this, had so much to offer that this game didn't. So I'll leave that out. But Battlefront, I am actually glad they didn't bother with all that like prequel movie crap like Battlefront 2 did. But there's no battles in space, and you know, so it's missing a lot of stuff that Battlefront 2 had. So. But I'm going to be kind and try not to compare it too much to Battlefront 2, because it'll just fall way short. So yeah, that's gotten through the mix, the negatives. But let me tell you why, in spite of all the flaws I took note of while playing this game, I still have a really good time. Like I said, I still think Walker Assault is awesome despite that problem on Endor. I really hate the lack of map. Only having 4 maps to cycle through on each game mode makes very repetitive gameplay. But having 9 different game modes is really great. The not space battles, but the only starfighter battles in the sky or whatever, those feel just way too casual for me to care because of all the auto aim. But pretty much every other game mode I enjoy. Supremacy is a little lame, but really that still leaves me 7 different game modes that are different and that I enjoy quite a bit. I'm really glad the different play modes weren't rolled into one playlist like they were in Halo 5. Here's what I really love about this game. This game, despite what people are trying to say, this game does reward skilled gameplay. Okay, I really feel that it does, and that's one of my #1 requirements for being able to enjoy a game. I feel like if you learn a game's ins and outs, and you get good at, you know, mastering everything a game has, you're rewarded with really epic moments in this game. This game is just great on, I have unlocked a lot of equipment. I have binge played this game. I have took down an AT-AT with an airspeeder. I've learned the heroes, the vehicles, the infantry. I've tried to learn everything in and out, and I feel like I'm rewarded with a lot of epic moments that I can take home. And they aren't all perfect replications of something that happened in the movie, but it is Star Wars, and it is an FPS, and I'm generally loving my time here. In spite of all the obvious glaring faults that this game has with things like the auto win on Endor for Rebels in Walker Assault. Imperials can't win Walker Assault. It's a big problem that needs a fix. So yeah, that's basically my review in a nutshell. Like I said, I've listed off several problems. This game really needs more maps. It really needs more balance on certain combos. And I mentioned some other faults which I'm sure you noticed, but like I don't know why they bothered to include smoke grenades when they, so maybe some item rebalancing is needed in this game. It's possible some of that stuff could get fixed in a patch. In spite of all those problems, I just I am still having a lot of fun here. And that's the bottom line. And I know everyone's bitching that EA is trying to milk us. Yes, they are trying to make us pay for a lot of DLC. That's lame. But the core game does work for me. And that's the bottom line. So, thanks for watching my review. I hope you have found it helpful. Look forward to your comments. See you Starside.